Broyles Award winner, SEC Coach of the Year, plenty of talent out there, plenty of coaching ability. What is up, everybody? It is Jake with Master of Football, back at it again. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to be up to date on all things college football, pro football, Madden, EA college football, the draft, anything, hit that red subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. Also hit the like button too. Like and subscribe. We're almost to 1,000. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, guys. I just got back from Las Vegas last weekend. Boise State went out there, beat UNLV at their home stadium, lost to Utah State. I actually was extremely successful on at the tables on last week for Las Vegas. I am back, ready to go, pumping out content on the regular. One of the things I want to talk about was a story that actually came out last week. And then last month, I'll tell you what I mean here in a second here, but very interesting hire here. Maryland has named their new offensive coordinator twice. So just this past Thursday, Maryland Terrapins hired Josh Gaddis as offensive coordinator, AP. Maryland hired Josh Gaddis as an offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. Keep in mind, they're offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach. Just we'll see what I kind of say here. Gaddis joins the Terrapins after one season as Miami's offensive coordinator. He was fired after the team went 5-7. Before that, Gaddis was an offensive coordinator at Michigan. He won the Broyles Award as the nation's top assistant in 2021. We're actually going to go into the stats here in a second, show what he did, because he was very, very special with what he did. There are certain questions as to whether or not it was him, the roster, or this or that. We don't know. We'll get into that here in a second. Gaddis worked with Maryland coach Mike Locksley when they were on the staff at Alabama in 2018. And then you see up here the fact this is March 9th. However, last month we got another story about offensive coordinator Kevin Sumlin. Kevin Sumlin, for all of you who forgot, Kevin Sumlin, offensive coordinator at Oklahoma, then Houston is the head coach, then Texas A&M, and then Arizona. But again, now he is coming after a couple years hiatus, is coming back to college football. Kevin Sumlin is returning to college football, joining Mike Locksley's staff at Maryland, and associate head coach, co-offensive coordinator, and tight ends coach, the school announced Wednesday. Sumlin was the head coach / general manager for the USFL's Houston Gamblers last season and had 3 different stints as a college head coach at Houston, Texas A&M, and most recently, Arizona. Sumlin, 58, was named Texas A&M's coach in its first season in the SEC in 2012, and his quarterback, Johnny Manziel, went on to win the Heisman Trophy that season. The Aggies finished 11-2, beat number 1 Alabama in Tuscaloosa and Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl. Sumlin was 51-26 in his 6 seasons as Texas A&M, but was fired when the Aggies finished the 2-17 regular season with a 7-5 record. Sumlin finished 500 or better in the SEC league games all but one season during his time in College Station. So we see that right there. Josh Gaddis, former Broyles Award winner in 2021. We see Kevin Sumlin, SEC Coach of the Year as well, going on the offensive staff there for Mike Locksley. So first of all, let's go through Gaddis' history, kind of see what he's done. We'll touch base on Kevin Sumlin. Most of you already kind of know that and what they have to look forward to, because it is simultaneously going to be an advantageous season for Maryland, and it's also going to be a really, really tough one. Let's get into that history real quick. Gaddis, formerly a safety at Wake Forest, comes over here, has stints at North Carolina, Western Michigan, Vanderbilt, Penn State, and then offensive coordinator as a co-offensive coordinator for Alabama, and then Michigan, 2019 and 2020 as an offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach were not the seasons that he wanted to have. However, in 2021, the team really took off on offense. So this right here was rushing stats in 2021, according to the stats here. So we come down here and check this out. Michigan over here had 214 rushing yards a game, 228 passing yards, 4,400 yards or 440 yards a game, and 35 points a game. Absolute explosion. Did really, really well. Apple broke out and went to the CFP that season. So then you see here, he goes from Michigan offensive coordinator to Miami, and then things definitely take a little bit of a turn. So when sorting by rushing stats in particular, we come down here and see that obviously all of the service academies are up top, same with Ole Miss. And then all the way down here, we have Miami Hurricanes at 128 yards a game, 230 passing, 23 points a game. So with 360 yards a game, so like 80 yards less a game and 12 less points per game. Definitely fell off. Us going from Michigan to Miami 5-7, he gets fired after one season. And then we also have Kevin Sumlin. Now, Kevin Sumlin's a lot more accomplished here. Got a lot of things going for him. Like I said, Oklahoma, tight end and special teams coordinator, in addition to co-offensive coordinator, wide receivers coach at 2006 and 7, and then head coach from Houston from 2008 to 11, Texas A&M 2012 to 2017, Arizona from 2018 to 2020, and then he took 2021 off. 2022 as a Houston Gamblers coach and general manager, whatever, returns to college football here as an assistant head coach, co-offensive coordinator, and tight ends coach. We come down here and see his record. It includes a 8-5, 10-4, 5-7, a 12-1. Their loss was in the conference championship game. They had an opportunity to go undefeated, but then he left after that conference championship game. Did not play for the bowl game. Goes to Texas A&M and does what he does there. Now, remember, like I said, Josh Gaddis was the Broyles Award winner for the top assistant, and then we have the SEC Coach of the Year in 2012 for Kevin Sumlin. Both are on the same staff for Maryland. And look who they got to deal with here. Your boy Taulia Tagovailoa, Tua Tagovailoa's brother. Again, he can say Tagovailoa 10 times fast. You come down here and see what he done. He was 38th in passing yards this last season, 18 touchdowns, 8 picks, 69.6 QBR, 36th in the country. So he's got about a 2-to-1 career touchdown to interception ratio. Definitely going to be slinging it, okay? That he had 3,800 yards in 2021, 3,000 this last season. Looks like he had a couple injuries here and there that kind of held him back, but definitely it's impressive. He's already the all-time passing touchdown leader at Maryland, so they've got something to work with here, and the schedule is a little difficult, but also advantageous at the same time. So their schedule goes, they only have 4 true away games. They play Virginia, who is going to be, a home game, Charlotte a home game, and Towson a home game. Those are the 3 non-conference games they have. September 23rd, it gets a little interesting at Michigan State. It's always going to be tough playing there. They get Indiana at home, and then they have to go to Ohio State early in October. Illinois at home after losing a lot of people on that Illinois defense. Northwestern at home. Then they have Northwestern on the road. Penn State at home. At Nebraska, new head coach Matt Rule. Michigan at home, that's important for them. And then at Rutgers will be an interesting game there. So, like I said before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me, they have 5 away games, my bad, not 4. But still think about that. They have 7 home games, 5 away games. Their non-conference schedule is all at home. They've got an opportunity there to win a lot of games. Went 8-5 this last season, so they've got an opportunity to do maybe not necessarily that, but they've got, like I said, other than at Ohio State, Michigan at home, every other game could potentially be a toss-up. We don't know. Now, the big question is, especially for Josh Gaddis, which Josh Gaddis are we getting? Now, remember, you saw the 2021 Broyles Award winner had 440 yards a game, 200 rushing yards a game, 35 points a game. However, we saw what he did at Miami. Also, see what Michigan did that year that he was gone too. So we come down here and check this out. This is 2022. This last season, he was at Miami, a new offensive coordinator at Michigan, and they averaged 200 and almost 240 yards a game and 40 points a game. So the better question is, and again, you saw what they did in 2020, not a very great year for Michigan. They're really, really bad. 2019 as well. 2021, explosive year, breaks out, goes to Miami. However, the offense stayed hot in 2022 when he was gone. So big question, are you getting 2021 Josh Gaddis? Are you getting 2022 Josh Gaddis? So for Maryland, Taulia Tagovailoa is going to be head coach. Again, Josh Gaddis, co-offensive coordinator. Kevin Sumlin, co-offensive coordinator after being away from college football for some time. Broyles Award winner, SEC Coach of the Year, plenty of talent out there, plenty of coaching ability. We'll see how they work it out. Again, co-offensive coordinator, I don't know what the hell that means. If anybody can get in the comments right now and break down who's going to be calling what, who's going to be calling plays and this and that, I suspect Kevin Sumlin, who's been away from college football for some time, does not want to be thrown under the bus in his first job. So he's the co-offensive coordinator / head coach. However, Gaddis is going to be calling the plays. That's my opinion. If you can prove otherwise, get in the comments right now. I wasn't able to find anything. But yeah, guys, I'm glad to be back, man. Let's go. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all that stuff. I appreciate it. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys later. I am out.